press the bell icon to receive notifications. Don't miss any new lessons.
How do I use the word etc, which actually means etc? That's the correct pronunciation, etc, because many people kind of pronounce it incorrectly, but the correct pronunciation is etc. So I always wondered that how to use it, when to use it, what is the proper usage of this? Because in school, nobody really taught us. Nobody mentioned the correct usage of it. Well, everybody just thinks that it's an abbreviated version for so on and other things. But when you're learning English, it's always nice to know everything. That's what I believe in. So this lesson is for you to understand the proper usage of the word etc. Okay, so let's get started here. I have a sentence for you, but first we are going to look at some rules, okay? The correct usage of the word etc. Now first let's just understand that etc. is always used for so on and other things, okay? So it's another meaning for so on or and other things. Okay? And now let's look at some rules here. The very first one is that the items in the list should be of the same kind. Now to understand this better, let's look at the sentence here. Bring soda, tonic water, alcohol, ice cubes, etc. for the party tonight. So I end up calling my friend, okay, I'm really busy and I want her to get something for the party. Okay, so I tell her, hey, could you please bring soda, tonic water, alcohol, ice cubes, etc. for the party tonight? So I end up using the word etc. here. Now if you see, the items in this list are of the same kind, are of the same idea. Soda, tonic water, alcohol, ice cubes. And then I say etc. So my friend knows that basically we are having a drinking party and she needs to get all the items that are required for a drinking party, right? So always make sure that you use the word etc. to the list which has the same kind of items, okay? Should be of the same kind. It should be of the same idea. If I end up calling my friend and I say, hey, could you do me a favor, please? Could you bring a chicken, 1 kg chicken, and some tonic water, and a dress, a black dress, etc. for the party? She will get confused that what does the etc. stand for? I have no clue because the list is different. It's not, I'm asking for a dress, I'm asking for chicken. It's not of the same idea. So using etc. would not work. Okay, so got this? Now, the second rule here is that do not use and before or after etc. So if I say, bring some soda, tonic water, alcohol, and ice cubes, etc. Okay, that is incorrect. We cannot end up using the word and before or after etc. Because the meaning of etc. is and so on and other things, okay? So you would not end up using the word and. Many people while writing do this mistake. So please, if you're doing that, stop it because it's incorrect. Okay? And then we have another rule here. Do not use etc. while referring people. Now, if I end up saying, oh, I'm going out for a picnic with my cousins, Joey, Katie, John, etc. That's incorrect. Okay, you never end up using the word etc. for people. Okay, you would just end up saying that I'm going out with my cousins, and you would specifically take their names. Okay, so if you are using etc. for people, then it's incorrect. Stop doing that. Okay, and then the fourth rule here: do not use an introductory phrase such as along with, etc. Okay, sorry about that. Do not use an introductory phrase such as along with, etc. Now what I mean here is, just imagine if I end up saying bring items such as bring items such as soda, tonic water, alcohol, ice cubes, etc. for the party tonight, then my sentence is incorrect. Okay? The reason because here I am using the phrase such as, and I'm also using etc. doesn't make sense. So you never introduce a sentence, okay, by using the phrase such as. And if you're using it, then please do not use etc. Okay? I hope you got this right. So these are the 4 rules that you really need to keep in mind. And there's another one. In fact, I have heard many people who end up using etc. couple of times in a sentence, especially while speaking. Oh, I have to go to the parlor. I have to get my makeup done, and manicure, pedicure, etc., etc., etc. Well, people think that it's pretty cool to do that, but it's incorrect, okay? Be it formal or informal speech, please do not use etc. couple of times in a sentence. But the other thing that you can do if you do not want to use etc., you can use blah, blah, blah. Okay, have you heard that before? Well, that is pretty much similar like etc., etc. For example, if my friend calls me and says, oh, well, I had a fight with my husband, and you know, he was really upset with me, we had a big argument, blah, blah, blah. So here, I just end up saying blah, 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 or she just ends up saying blah, 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 because I really don't want to know the whole story. So she ends it with blah, blah, blah. Okay? Got it? So you can end up using blah, blah, blah for the words and so on. Or while writing, you can use the 3 dots. Okay? And the 3 dots are also called as ellipses. And what they stand for is and so on. Okay, so you might have come across certain emails or someone writing that, hey, could you file these papers for me, get it signed from the boss, and then dot, dot, dot. Well, the dot, dot, dot stands for etc. or it stands for and so on. Okay, so this is also another way of using or writing etc. Okay, so hope these rules are clear to you. For any questions, please do write into us. And before you go ahead and watch another lesson, please do take a test and let me know how much did you score. Well, I'll also get an idea that how much you have learned from this lesson. I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care.